Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of our entitled people. In today's episode, update to entitled neighbor poisons our lawn. Potluck eraser. Update to potluck eraser, word will get around. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe so you will never miss a video. So let's get started. Update to entitled neighbor poisons our lawn. So I called the council after not hearing from them, and I was told my details would be passed on to the poison guys who could let me know what to do next. The lady taking my call was very vocal about my neighborly etiquette. She could see on the map he had poisoned over our and his underground water meters and the underground fire hydrant. Within an hour I got an email saying unfortunately council can't help, but they provided me with a link to report chemical spray drift. I sent one back stating it wasn't drift, that he was intentionally poisoning our lawn. They reiterated that that was the link to contact the government about poisoning land and it wasn't in their jurisdiction to enforce it. But it was the government's job. Aha. Okay. Gotcha. So I called the number and made an anonymous tip. They said it was marked as urgent and someone would contact me this week. She admitted they were slow getting back after holidays, but to call back if I heard nothing by Friday. In the meantime, my husband mowed our front lawn. He then somehow set the mower to super low, bent over to pull a weed and accidentally pushed the mower onto neighbor's lawn, while the neighbor was there. Husband feels very badly about it. Very, very badly. My offer stands. I am driving back from Townsville from Friday. DM me if you'd like a 10-foot tall penis drawn on his lawn in Roundup. I think we would still get the blame for that. It would be all over the news and they would come for us. But thank you for the offer. Biosecurity QLD will hopefully give him a right good scare to not do it again. I assume you know your situation best, but I think you might be poking the bear somewhat with your actions. Your neighbor sounds several fries short of a happy meal, so it's hard to tell what he might do next. Stay safe. I agree, and I would not throw weed and crabgrass seeds onto his lawn either. We've got a neighbor who likes to randomly poison around her water meter, which oversprays onto my lawn. Before she moved in, and even after, I would whip her snip under and around it for her so she didn't need to poison, but now she's poisoning around the streetlight, which is on the council part of my front lawn and smack dab in the middle of where my little dog goes out to pee. Is he using Roundup? Get yourself some Roundup Ready corn seeds, they are genetically modified to resist Roundup. Potluck eraser. So I run a company-wide, year-long Secret Santa. It's to help with morale in the workplace. About 30 people out of 200 participate. Next week is the reveal party, where the group will find out who had who. The group also wanted the party to be a potluck, so I created a potluck sheet. One of the nicest and most introverted ladies, let's call her Rose, signed up for bringing all the plates, napkins, cups, plasticware before Thanksgiving. Which is fantastic. All of us are from different departments, so that stuff is needed. About 3 days ago, another lady, let's call her Karen, put herself down as bringing the non-perishables, erased what Rose put down, but not Rose's name, and also added that I have a lot left over from my daughter's birthday. I've never seen anyone erase other people's entries on a potluck sheet. So I call Rose. After much apologizing on my part for Karen's bad behavior, Rose decided to be the bigger person and bring chips and dip. Unfortunately, neither of us want to confront Karen. If Karen actually receives a satisfactory comeuppance in the future, I'll let you guys know. Karens keep Karening because nobody says anything. As the organizer, it was your responsibility to say, Rose actually already purchased her contribution. Please choose something else. Technically, as long as you don't elaborate, this is not a lie. I'm sure Rose contributed to something prior and therefore had already purchased. Karen doesn't need to know you're referencing different things. I agree with you. But this situation is difficult because Karen is in a not quite supervisory position to both Rose and I. She's not in the boss line for either of us, but she's at that level. At my work we use Sign Up Genius for potluck stuff. Only the owner/creator of the event can adjust names that aren't their own. Might be a solution for next time. Thank you, I appreciate it. Time to change the sign-up sheet to be written in pen, not pencil. Karen is going to forget to bring anything. Update to potluck eraser, word will get around. Here's the original post. The potluck was today and went off well. Somehow 18 people sharing food always turns into a couple of days of leftovers. We are a generous bunch. The Karen did bring things, sort of. She got caught up in work, and so 5 minutes after the official start of the potluck at high noon I went to her cube and retrieved the paper goods. She gave me a 1 foot by 1 foot by 2 foot basket, half full. Not a lot of paper goods. Like, a why bother amount of paper goods that made me worry if I was going to have to go scrounging for plates. Truly, I would not have called the amount a plethora. But everyone made do and we had a good time. Rose only attended virtually through Teams. The company is spread over 3 towns and she chose to not be where the party was, as she has social anxiety, and later told me that she didn't feel like she could face Karen. I tried to be supportive leading up to the potluck, told Rose I'd be by her side, and that she could bring what she wanted or nothing at all, and that I had the room a half hour before the potluck started so that she could get her stuff in first. But I couldn't give her enough courage, and I'm sorry about that. When it was clear that Rose wasn't coming in person, I made sure to publicly thank her profusely during the Secret Santa reveal and point out her support of other people and her caring nature. I used all the flowery language I could think of for about a minute and a half, which is a little out of character for me. Rose got a nice round of applause from the group. I really hope the attention on Rose made Karen feel like crap. I'd like to tell you that Karen's expression soured, but in all honesty that's what she looks like all the time. The person who was taking over the Secret Santa for me, let's call him Carl, also attended, and after the potluck I let him know exactly what happened, showed him the history of the Excel sheet as you guys suggested. He was shocked. I advised him to not have Rose and Karen be partnered in 2024's Secret Santa, and also to take precautions as to future sign-up sheets if Karen was involved. He agreed. Carl also happens to be one of the biggest gossips in the company. I'm sorry, but it's true. The 3 quickest forms of communication in my company are Teams calls, emails, and just tell Carl. I'm pretty confident that word of Karen's bad behavior will make its way up the ranks. I know that this probably isn't the exciting ending you guys wanted to read for this, but given the personalities involved, letting karma do its thing seemed like the best choice. Thanks for reading. Quickest forms of communication in my company are Teams calls, emails, and just tell Carl. LMAO. Eraser, with surprised Pikachu face, next year. Oh no, the consequences of my own actions. If you made it to the end of the video, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and we will see you in the next video.